Hey, check this out. Can you believe that Pathologic 3 is coming out?
Your darkest nightmares.
And that there's a free demo prelogue to play?
Let us stay on track,
Prelogue?
Dankovsky.
Prologue?
You abandon everything and rush to a distant town.
Yes.
I'm
To seek an immortal
curious how this will play out.
man. He was dead when I arrived.
Then
And I
a
hope
strange
I can
fever
use
engulfs
my
the town
actual
As
knowledge
the sole
to
physician, I declared a quarantine.
utilize this
to
time.
keep others from interfering.
Interfering with what? I even established a hospital inside the theater.
Is that where you spread the sand plague?
It's probably a little
Your
quiet,
records are absurd. I was trying to grant them one more day.
Yet your actions only hastened the town's downfall.
What exactly are you implying, Inspector?
No
All
one
I
is
know is
accusing
from
you,
the one
Doctor.
time I did Pathologic 2, because I
consider-
never went back to play
Look at
again.
yourself. You
Just
failed.
steal everything. Don't worry
Utterly.
about being a good
Plague,
person. I'll
you
just
faded
grab
too
everything,
quickly.
take everything that's
The
needed.
patients, they
You'll be fine.
deceived me again and again. I am no executioner, no inquisitor, no lawman, no soldier. I am a doctor, a man of science.
I'm really just curious
wonder
about
if you
what
still
new
know who you are.
mechanics there will be.
If you could begin anew, would you make the same choices?
Every decision I made was just. But something I would change.
And guess what? I already have it downloaded, and we can do it right now. Let me make sure this doesn't accidentally start playing the trailer again, though. Okay, cool, perfect. So yes, we'll do today. We'll do Pathologic 3 Quarantine. As soon as it starts up. Hooray! Oh wait, it's not showing though. Hold on. Hello, Killer Bee. Hello. Hold on. This will eventually work, I swear. Hey, there we go. Now we got it. Alright, so I obviously, as is tradition, I've not seen anything of this. Very excited. We're gonna help people get through a plague, and definitely play our part in the theater and not become a villain or anything. It'll be so good. I did think about finishing up Crow Country, but I was like, you know what? I was like, let's start something new. Ooh, let's change some of these first. Turn on shadow resolution. Shadows, not really need. Okay, hopefully it'll be. Oh, the motion blur turned back up. I swear I changed that earlier. I guess I didn't hit apply. No need for motion blur. Oh, Jesus. Things worth your attention. There's a crowd and there's people. Reflect upon the person or an object and must approach them closely while in concentration mode. So I can just listen to my inner thoughts and be like, boy, this guy sure looks like shit today. Hello, Rango. Yes. I'm I'm coming back. I swear, I was also gonna come in today and be like, see, it wasn't a one-time thing. I am gonna be back. Let me turn this mouse sensitivity down. Another thing I was gonna say is, let's see, whose reflection are you? Can't remember the name nor the face. They're human too. Ooh, Baron, good. Someone died here. There's nothing here. A fellow of infinite jest, of most excellent fancy. You know, I bet there's some... well, I was about to say... yeah, there's probably some really good cosplays of, like, the... of, like, the actors and stuff. Okay, can't go that way. Out of scorn, backs turned, out of fear. Can I not talk to you guys? I guess not. Okay.
They'll go to any length, Chief. But our lengths
So you
are
already had the
longer.
interrogation yet. Bachelor, you're supposed to be there already. What's going on outside? Where are you
The
looking at?
little birdie hops along the path
Hang
of
on,
doom.
Chief. Did they summon you
yet
because of the
sings its
Natica? Will the
song.
order shut down laboratory down be revoked, postponed? Well, summon here because the same plague fear update might spread. So order will be postponed. We'll do some work yet, I hope. And why aren't you in quarantine, especially if you're coming straight from the epicenter of such a disease? I'm actually fully immune. Don't worry. Okay. Don't worry, this fever kills in 24 hours at most. Usually it's more like 5. Very cool. So you're that doctor who first discovered this deadly epidemic? This, dirt disease? I don't like the way you're looking at me. Is it true that it killed off a whole step town in a week? 25,000 dead? Was it only 25,000? I mean, I know it was a small town, but... I am very curious how much I can apply my actual knowledge to, this little demo. Oh yeah, but I was gonna say earlier, love that with every... like, when I first started streaming, obviously, I didn't really have anyone watching me. So if there were ever troubleshooting things I needed to deal with, it was easy, because it's like, oh cool, I can just do this, and I don't have to worry about people. Now that I'm using OBS as a new software, I'm like, oh fuck, if there's any problems, I gotta deal with this fast. Let's see, Seraphim says, listen to me, all of this is just hearsay. Please leave our director alone, he has important work to do. And you, Chief, should hurry off now. Your appointment is at 8. Oh god, the time. Worrying about the time. No, answer me this. Since you're the one in charge, is it true or not? You said this disease is already in the capital? Yeah. Let's see. It never said that they believe the epidemic. Yeah, not exactly 20,000, strictly speaking, fewer. And there were 417 survivors, a scant but non-zero amount of hope. Still, what are you staring at? What's going on out there? Anyways, ignore what this guy said. Oh, what are you looking at? Oh yeah, we saw this from the trailer. Interesting architecture. Imagine. And that actually sent the Bachelor into a coma, and he's now gonna have just fever dreams. Yeah, I am just very curious of, like, obviously we know the story from what's-his-face's perspective, but now from the Bachelor's perspective, like, how does that change? I really got to go back and play the original Pathologic as well. You can go no further. Quarantine. Enough calling Zayu set up the quarantine. I'm so tired of running the obstacles I created myself. Who are you? State your name. I set up the quarantine. I didn't recognize you at first glance. You've changed quite a bit after a week in our town. Sava Kremens, number 72, the last of the Volunteer Orderlies Corps. Since you're here, consider this my resignation. I don't accept it. Sure. Relieved of your duties. You promised to save our town, but all you leave behind are ashes and graves. What lies ahead of you is not the step, but a fog of uncertainty. So where will you go now, oh man who lost to death? What a way to talk to me, 72. Shut down Tanaka, my lab. Never just gonna say here, the town's lost. I admit I'm not omnipotent, but I tried. Let's see. I'll just mention about the railroad nearby, I guess. Ugh, God. Oh no, a non-linear storyline, or non-linear timeline? Great. Let's see, people whisper rumors that the only doctor in town plans to abandon them, to flee. They have... God, how could I forget his name? I keep wanting to say R2, but I'm pretty sure I'm thinking of Metro. But you guys have people. Don't worry about it. You'll be fine. Let's see. People whisper rumors that the only doctor in town plans to abandon them, to flee. The most fortunate, the survivors, already planned their own escapes. Could they be saved? Yes, I'll take them to the capital. I need witnesses. I couldn't save them with medicine, so I will by other means. This man's gonna pump them full of so much cocaine. Sampath should be kept within the town's limits, or else it will devour the whole nation. Some of the survivors might be infected. Quarantine means quarantine. Screw it. Let's spread the plague amongst the masses. Each decision leads to regret the next day. Each step, the abyss. How can one sleep after that? We're gonna go a little crazy this time. You know, I feel like last time with Pathologic 2, I really tried to be like, I guess very in the character. Now I'm just like, fuck it, let's go. Let's do whatever. I do wonder, maybe it's just due to them maybe they also reflect who they're talking to. So since it's The Bachelor, maybe they're just like, here's the straightforward shit. But I don't know. Let's see. Nightmares are personal matter. It seems like an waking dream what screeches out in the steppe, and that shadow that almost touches the sky. Via somnium, breathe. Don't talk to me about my dreams. Nightmares multiply in darkness. This is a nutrient medium, just like blood for a plague. So matches on me. See those bonfires? They were prepared my orders to fence off the plague districts. Now they will light my path. The light of salvation burns and then fades. Like hope, like someone's life on a hospital bed. Do you think they will actually manage to escape? She already follows you, trying to reach you. She won't just let you leave. God, I wish I could I really should have done a little bit of a recap on Pathologic 2, but I totally forget if death did have a physical form that you come across. I know you talk with them, but I don't remember if it was in the form of the plague. Could that be someone threatening my lab? You think I have nowhere to go, then the capital, everything's already lost? Not that step fairy tale nonsense about monsters again. And see, here's another thing, is like, if you use your knowledge from prior Pathologic stuff, you know, like, would that actually be a detriment to you? Being like, oh, we know the town is, like, technically alive. We know, like, this and this connects to that. So I'm curious what all can take place. Let's see. Who's she? The plague? You're a fool, Bachelor Dankovsky. Conscience. Of course it's conscience. You cannot run from your conscience, not even on a train. No, you'd be lucky to even board that train alive. And what form your conscience assumes, that is on you and your broken imagination. You think I have a guilty conscience? It's probably just neurosis. I'm just dying. Conscience clear. You know what? I'll just say I have neurosis. Yeah, here's the playthrough where we get to be super full of ourselves. We'll tell all the step people they're stupid and they don't know how science works. They don't know how disease works. And we'll just be like, you're wrong. Let's see. Come back to where you came from, Doctor. Try to become your old self again. Just don't forget the matches. Enough of the scare tactics. Thank you, 72. If it's really you for your volunteer service, you two did all you could. Oh. Jesus Christ. Well, I don't have the ability to jump, so I'll be fine. I don't need to waste a matchstick on this. Okay. That's cool. Well, tutorial's done. We're moving on. Can you blame me? I thought I would be fine, but hey, I guess that's my mistake. I know what game I'm playing. Ooh. Beast and Death or Scare. Fire doesn't burn for long. Is Amara of the Marshes a beast or a death? Oh shit. You know, it's kind of interesting because with how the plague, like, obviously how the clouds kind of could chase you in a way, but here it actually being this, like, but you could still, like, get out of their range, I guess, but then this, it's like, oh, these things are just massive, scary little fire creatures. Can I get it from here? Oh shit, you can toss that thing. Holy. Huh. I'm gonna yell the stench out. Oh sweet, this is gonna be Intrusive Thoughts, the game. Don't you hate a tutorial where you die anyways? The day before, in which the Basher leaves the capital to venture to the edge of the world. Just keep Calyptra phallic tree here. They feed on blood, but the simple fragile butterflies that feed on flowers and light were stronger. Knocking. Grandmaster in chest with death. They say he stutters outside Thanatica. I wouldn't know what happened to him afterwards. Wait. Fear is hard to see things through. Hold on. Oh my god. That was just actual thunder. Jesus. Scared the hell out of me. Is the door supposed to be this, like, comedically loud? Jesus Christ. Okay, make
Enough?
sure.
No, not enough.
Hey, here
Never
there's
enough.
knocks at the door. Ominous footsteps that can come for us. If they catch you here, there's no telling what might happen. You could even be arrested.
People, yes.
Shall we
God's
continue?
skin,
The ruling goes on.
covered in
You're
skin.
Theatica, the
That's
nation's
what they
only
are.
laboratory specializing in
People.
novel life extension techniques, comes across as a pseudoscientific wild goose chase, the so-called effective immortality project. Damn, he pulled out the D word, the dotards. There'll be an inquiry based on our results at the Academy Special Commission, which, as you know, Karlovich is on. Wipe the floor with your Karlovich. He'll just throw up his hands like he did with the immunology affair last year. He's not going out on a limb for you. Wasn't it him in July going around here saying he was disappointed? Or do I have him mixed up with someone? Happens when you're tired. He'll help me if I present clear evidence, surely. I should have opened the door first. Oh, but there's more. As according to a number of scientists, including Vornin, Ziegler, and Vilanovich, achieved significant breakthroughs. We can skip this part. There, in view of the academic council, deeming it to lack any prospects whatsoever, the only rational course of action. Oh, I can't open it. Okay. Ignore that. Oh, it is raining pretty hard, huh? Would be to suspend the research, transfer the laboratory to the purview of the Chemistry Institute, and dismiss its staff. I can recite it from memory by now. Perhaps you could retell it in verse, Platon? It will calm me down and put things in broader perspective. I won't let them. It's my life's work. I don't know to what extent you two might say the same. Actually, there's still hope, Bachelor. If we... Yeah, because part of me is like, are they at the door, or is that actually just them coming up the stairs? There's actually like 50 flights they have to run up. Okay. Still trying to make sure everything's working. Software and stuff. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, it sounds like it's just constantly there, but I like to imagine that... Oh wait, actually, it's them running up the stairs, then they get to the top, they get like Home Alone slip on something, and they fall. That's them falling all the way back down the stairs, so then they have to run back up. If we present them the immortal man from the central step, what was his name? Shine? Ivan? Kane. Simon Kane. It's always interesting when you have choices. It's like, here is the answer, and oh, I don't know what the answer was. How you can just make that choice. It's not immortal. Teams of volunteer for a say will be attached to self. Kane. Simon Kane. No time, colleagues. No time. They're already climbing the stairs. Dinkowski, you need to run. There will be no commission while you're gone. We can solve the proceedings. Go and fetch us an immortal. Right away. We'll tell them you're away on that trip. For once, the red tape will play into our hands. We'll stall. Reports, audits, you name it. An appeal if all else fails. If they find you, they'll convene and force us to testify, and we won't be able to wriggle out of it. I agree. If you leave before you're handed the ruling, it's their fault for missing you. But if you wait until afterwards, that's obstruction. They won't miss a chance to hold it against you. They'll use whatever pretext they can. What about you guys? Beh, what would they want with us? You're the big name scientist, so act like it. You're the one they need, and that Shane person is just who you need. Kane. Oh, for God's sake. Clayton, shall we toss them out the window? That's it. They're here. Hear those voices? Yeah, I've been hearing the I've been hearing the footsteps. That must be sign whose head is hard enough to batter down the door with. True. Get out. The eastbound train departs at 4:15. You can make it right on time. You two keep cool, stop for time, keep mum. Oh wait, one last thing. Have a look at this while you're on your way. You've been promising to for 3 months already, but you never found the time. It's a tool for studying tuberculosis, the air humidity thing. Remember? Kaufman, Gorski, and a Stein? Right. Those postgraduates with their heads in the clouds. It's long past time we got rid of them. How's it work? There's no time. Take their papers and read them on your way. We have more pressing issues right now. Case in point, Wynn's report S-104 coming in. Brother, you are going to get arrested or something. You gotta get out of here. Is he trying to be funny or what? Get out, Chief. Use the back door and don't come back without your immortal. I'll be back in a week. Okay. Had to try.
If we have the
Holy
right
shit.
conditions,
Wait,
our
just one more
current ones
thing.
are only good for inventing
What's that?
penicillin.
Take
It's
care of yourself,
mold
Chief.
all the way down.
Take care of yourself, Chief. You're so reckless. Head always in the clouds. You don't really know how to fend for yourself, do you? Do you even care about yourself? Oh, what's the worst that could happen? We're all doomed without you. No crying in the laboratory. You take that to your own personal room. It'll be alright. Enough of this. Are you armed? I don't kill, I prolong life. You might have forgotten, but this is what our calling is. Why, I'm armed with my vast intellect and a quick wit. As long as I can open my mouth, they won't know what hit them. Yeah. Daniel, are you armed? Seraphima, do you really believe this steppe is such wild country? Please, just take it with you. It will come in handy. Best I could do is point it at someone and pretend it's loaded. Might not work on the bears, though. Well, at least point it then. Imagine, though. Imagine I did actually take enough time to just starve and die here. That would be... And then it does just end it and you have to start again. It'd be so good. Let's see. At least point it then. You can be very persuasive sometimes, Chief. Best of luck. You should know. What? Oh. Best of luck to you in playing Seraphima. I thought he was talking about pointing the gun. I was like, Jesus. I mean, fuck. I had to try. I had to try it. The beginning of the game is always the best time to see what can I just absolutely fuck up. Neat skeleton. Can we read these? Not really. And I personally can't read that.
Freeze! Freeze!
Wait a second.
Freeze! 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 Freeze!
That was me. I shouldn't have played the game like that. But yeah, from what I remember the Bachelor just being the real dickhead of being like, I'm the best chance here. I'm obviously like high moral ground and everything. Oh, you're so right. I totally forgot about inspecting. I need to remember that. Yet again, Bachelor Dankowski is banging his head against a closed door. Can't go through here. Basically just shows me that it's closed. Graduate students call him Daniel the Dinosaur, implying he's banging his head against the wall like someone they know. I happen to think he's just dead tired. He doesn't look like that in real life. He doesn't even have this haircut. Let's see, one of many whose head will be put on a spike as a warning to the daring. In my expert opinion, the specimen looks more like a Daniel Dankowski. They wouldn't even mention me in textbooks, I reckon. Not even longevity tendencies in Glyptia thalictree and other bloodsuckers. Even if I had a bullet, even if I could shoot, I wouldn't stoop to. Dumb bald-headed pawns. Yeah, they really did give up, like, real fast. Just a lot of stuff basically being... Oh, I can hear you in there, hen-hearted vermin. You poured me cognac not 2 weeks ago. We're gonna walk through the doors with very poor lighting a lot. Through doors, through hallways, because I'm absolutely gonna want to read everything. Taxidermy specimen can receive any cure. Closet for visual aids. Truly, they are the real immortals. We all learned to do this. Why do you have to be the best student, you bastard? War's not even in yet, but our names have already crossed out. They pinned the epitaph too, I wonder. Does he even have accolades, or is it just dearly beloved by his friends? Obviously, I haven't had much insight, but so far it just seems like he sees himself as like an artifact of the past, almost. Took my gun away. Can't remember what's here.
I'm Daniil Denkovsky, Bachelor of Medicine. My research into the limits of human life has brought me renown. I've devoted all my energy and remarkable intellect to combating the greatest fear that binds humanity, the inevitability of imminent death. Seeking proof of my theories, I traveled to a small, steep town to examine a person of phenomenal longevity.
Oh, it's steep? Fuck.
Simon Kane. But I walked into a trap. The moment I arrived there, an unknown disease struck the town. It devoured the town like a wildfire. Its contagion and lethality surpassed anything humanity had ever faced. And I became the only doctor standing in the way of this unprecedented pestilence.
And last year's demographic survey, Garcon, where is it even?
Sawcon, where have I heard that before? Bachelor Denkovsky. Let's see. Right, my testimony. Let's try to remain level-headed. The ministerial inspection of your lab, the Natica, began in early September. Your presence was required at all times. Instead, you dashed off across the country to a backwater town to bring back what might be described as a person with unique longevity, or at least the results of his medical evaluation. I assume there's so much buried in just this one prologue alone. So it's exciting. Let's see, yes, this town had an outbreak of some fever the scientific community had no knowledge of. As luck would have it, you were the only medical professional at the site of the event. You were forced to remain there, since leaving was impossible. You led the effort to combat the epidemic, and evidently took on some field research as well. Accurate so far? Not inaccurate. Devils in details seem to be setting up some trap. I'll say accurate so far. You did not succeed. A complete failure. It goes without saying that one would be foolish to fault a medical specialist in a situation like yours. The remoteness, the lack of communication, the hostile environment, terrible conditions for scientific work. What doctor could have possibly succeeded in those? No one blames you. Let's see. Oh yeah, what kind of doctor is he? Or scientist? See, precisely. No equipment, incompetent aides, zero authority. Given I'm not an epidemiologist, I did the best I could. Oh, okay. I said I don't blame you, didn't I, Bachelor, for any of it. Did you hear me? See, besides, you're in a state of extreme exhaustion. Add that to stress of this whole situation around your lab. And the best you could do. If I understand correctly, it was nothing. Circumstance tied your hands, so you did nothing. Besides, that ordinance from last year... What? That's better. Tell me if you'd be so kind. What causes your suspicious unease? I wouldn't assume a guilty conscience. What? Did something surprise... Okay, I was about to say, did he feel the switch of perspective or something? Or that he just was taken aback by how I responded as the inspector. So yeah, I suppose we can't rule out a setup. Too many coincidences. That letter about Simon lures me out to town. No one shows me Simon. The whole place locks down, trapping me. And while I'm left to die, Thanatica is destroyed just before a scientific breakthrough. My final hours are spent studying the sand pest. Crafty, I must admit. Looking at you from the outside, what I see is a paranoid man, egocentrical one at that. I see a worn-out man. I feel as if you no longer know who you are. Are you alone, Dankovsky? My impression is of countless people occupying the same shell over these past 2 hours, one after another. Let's just say he's egotistical. What do you want to know? What I could have done? Alright, my first idea was quarantine. I needed time to decide the disease, so I isolated patients in their homes. No, I isolated entire districts. I tried to get at least a day ahead of it. It was spreading too swiftly, and of course I ensured that no one could leave the town. Let's see, were you always aware of the consequences of your decisions? And the steps you took only shortened the lifespan of this settlement. Biology or virology, eh? Ah, you referred to the popular discontent? I didn't need love from them, only discipline. A difficult surgery can't be performed on a resisting patient. That's why patients get tied up, held down, or anesthetized. Every step I took was justified, or the town wouldn't have lasted those 7 days. I spent 12 days in the Gorkon area. I have my file on the desk here. Let's see, you think so? Let's take a look at the timeline of decisions, if you can call them that. Oh, I love the map of thoughts. Ooh. Mind map. Important events happen every day. Select a day to recall what transpired. Let me see if I can... No. Okay. I'll have to deal with this later. Oh, God. Okay. Well, let's start at the end. What happens? Bachelor Dankovsky is dead. If we equal a man to the work of his life. The immortal Simon Kane is dead. The town is dead. Death is victorious. Bachelor Dankovsky has suffered disgraceful defeat. Day 11. See, town's agony nears its final rest. The plague smiles on its ruins. St. Pest devoured the town. Wait. Miracle Tower tilts, cracks. Drunken army goons shoot whichever way they please. Oh yeah. The plague has burned almost everyone. Science can do nothing. Can't be stopped. Crowds and anarchy roll town. This feels very much like just the map laid out of you don't do any investigating, you don't solve any mysteries or anything. It's just like, it's basically we don't know what the hell happened. This disease is just too powerful. It killed everyone. Ava, the Stillwater's owner, the only ray of sunshine in this odious town, took her own life. What have you done, Dankovsky? What have you not? Yang, crowd saying over, Ava Yan has taken her own life because of you, Dankovsky. Of course it's because of you. Here, let's just zoom out and read the overall. Yeah, I'm trying to remember, because was it Dankovsky and that was like, no, we need this tower to not fall? Arnie is bringing the cannons. Powers be, I've already signed the death warrant. Or is it your warrant, Dankovsky? Because he's super... If I remember correctly, didn't he like super believe it was like a helping factor or something? And he like almost begged. He's like, don't go up there. Like, don't fuck with it. Town's bad. No more rulers, no more heirs, and the inheritance will be gone any day now. Wait, what day was that? Crazy Crow didn't forgive the town's judge for failing to keep the order. Olgemsky, the factory owner, doesn't have an heir anymore. Let's see. She looked at the work of her own hands. She saw that her life's work meant nothing. His Inquisitor's arrival will surely restore order. The Inquisitor's arrival having saved the town has at last broken its spine. Half the town elites in prison, the other hanging a noose, and still nothing's improved. Hangman. Yulia, logistics worker, keeps saying she could prevent it. I don't think she could. Town's governor and his wife have renounced their daughter. Wilgimskis have no present. The owners of the town's main enterprise are convicted. The Kanes have no past. A relative of Simon was driven mad. Oh yeah, all the main heads. See, anyone kind of commits genocide for the Kanes? Ooh. I feel like it's just one of those things of like, with your different protagonists, you're gonna have to have different kind of endings, and the overlap will be a little weird. So, no more clues. Everyone who could know anything about Simon Kane's death, or if he even existed at all, is dead. It's as if Simon Kane never existed. The powers that be lured me to this town. They knew what was approaching. They're using me. Never seen such a disease before. This middle of the nowhere town is doomed. They don't even have a hospital. This whole stupid venture of mine turned out useless. Damn, day 2, right? Crew sprawls a nasty smell. Do they at least have sewers here? Factory spews some kind of soot. Wilgimski, their owner, should thank the heavens I'm not really government inspector. Little boy caught my sleeve, anxious about some mongrel. Oh, the cat. You should go to the local sawbones. I swore off dealing with animals while I was still doing my residency. Station is all but dead. Kane family are pompous fools up to their necks in naive esoterics. Must have imagined they're immortal Simon. See, that's why I gotta actually play Pathologic 1, is because, like, if everything's gonna be so different, it's just like, you know, might as well play an earlier story and just be like, ooh, and then, you know, have your expectations subverted by, like, what changes. People lost their minds, madness out there, stabbings. Entrance board off has no bearing on my task. The polyhedron incredible towers overlooking the bridge square. Anyways.
It's not the content of an answer that matters, but reaction time. Please respond quickly.
The first time you showed me 2 hours ago, the start of our conversation, whatever enters our nonsense isn't how it happened at all. That's not how it happened. I saved everything and everyone. Alright, let's look at the 5th day. Remember when you seemingly admitted the vaccine was possible? You had volunteers brought to you and inoculated them with sand pests. Are you still with me, Dinkovsky? Look me in the eye. Are you here? I am here, but I'm certainly not with you. Whose testimony do you even base this on? Who slanders my name? Figured I'd give a little switch. Look at that trembling lip. God, I could kiss those lips. Smart, you said enough in 2 hours to not only be fired from your department, but also try as a criminal. Calm your nerves. The very reason you're sitting here is so that we may find the truth, isn't it? I won't be intimidated. I'm a doctor, a scientist. Do you hear me? I've come back from a hell that the phantasms of nightmare could never portray, and I work there as a doctor. Do you understand? A doctor, not an exterminator or inquisitor, not a police inspector or army commander. I am a medical professional. I'm not trying to intimidate you. Perish the thought. I'm sorry, I'm exhausted as well. You must have misunderstood me. Let's say unafraid to make mistakes and answer for them. I admire you. Enough of that tone. Don't you grow tired of it yourself? Put this on record. That backwater didn't have a hospital. Understand? It did not have a hospital. But it did have a theater. It sure did. So I repurposed it somewhat into a hospital. I studied patients there. Creating a vaccine was the priority. That's what I did. I vaccinated people. Did that each day, every day? An hour ago you said a vaccine is impossible. Creating a vaccine isn't as simple as brewing a cup of tea. The disease mutated fast. The scientific community had never seen anything like it. I had to create a vaccine every day. Do you understand? A new one each time. All the while I had no equipment, no lab. I had to improvise new methods in a matter of minutes. I wonder if it's also almost like an interrogation of self in a way. with the perspective changing. Oh no. Let's say hospital, you know what? I believe you, but I need more details. Facts. Theater, let's talk more about the 5th day after you arrived. Records from the 5th day state that out of 780 patients vaccinated, 412 died. Ooh, so choices do matter here. Good. Let's say, yeah, let's go into that. Or we'll move on. Up the people and it has to rewind. Okay, so what? God, so we're just getting dropped into it, huh? Interesting. Okay. Wait. Third one at the hospital. The plague runs rampant. I still hope to find a vaccine, but for now, only the quarantine protects people. Okay, got my gun. I don't want to become death's henchman, but if anyone thinks they can bully me, demand more than they need, or trample on my dignity, they're wrong. Maybe when we were trying to fight tuberculosis pathogens, in theory, it purifies the air of microorganisms with sound at a frequency beyond human perception, destroying their cell membranes. Interesting. If only it could kill them inside the human body, the device would be priceless. Yeah, but how do you get to destroy the bad stuff and not you? Mind state/health. Outer scale represents your mind state. Increasing mania is indicated by the scale going clockwise. Increasing apathy counterclockwise. Avoid both extremes as they will hinder your health and abilities. Use consumables in your inventory to combat that. Okay. Oh, I missed on the mind map here killing himself, huh? Yeah, that is a little pretentious for him to think that the Steve people would lead him to town just to basically trap him, because it's like, why would these townspeople care about you? Envy's the level of dedication to his work because he worked so hard he killed himself. God damn. Select the patient's suspected symptoms, choose the appropriate diagnosis. Some symptoms may be incorrect. Oh, well, that's great. Okay. So you are here upon the stage once more. The man who made a hospital out of the theater will have eyes on him aplenty. Do you know what the orderlies behind your back are whispering? Know where they saying, I don't care about gossip. I still can't believe that this miserable little town didn't have a hospital. What are they saying? They say you have a seesaw in your head. They picture you a man atop a board, atop a barrel, gun in hand, aiming as you roll and teeter to and fro. Maybe the rumors have a little truth to them. Extremes, senor. Extremes can kill you dead. One moment mired in apathy, the next in mania, trying to do everything at once. You're caught between your pounding heart and your two hesitating feet. A man of impulse, yet sometimes paralyzed. That there is your seesaw. Fair enough criticism, but how else could I be? As we stand here in the old theater, let me then play the doctor and prescribe balance. The golden mean. Though you may yet be swept to Cilia or to Charybdis. I don't remember how to pronounce that. Even now, what do you feel as soon as you approach the sick indifference and gloom begin to burden you? I am already anticipating my several deaths. The thought alone drains my strength. Strongest treatment is right here, the same we use to numb the hopeless sick. These drugs may work for you as well, but mind that as you take them, you become accustomed to them, and you'll need more and more each time. Oh no. Oh no, there's oh my god, how have I forgotten the terminology? Yes, but is the insane man truly insane if he accepts that he is insane? But god, you have to deal with drug resistance in this? Although maybe that was a thing before and I just didn't remember. Let's see, perfectly aware of that. But there are other ways as well. A drink and a smoke, perhaps. Things you may not expect can stabilize you. To warm yourself by the fire, or wash yourself in cool water. Even kicking a trash bin frustration. You will know what helps you best. You are a scientist, so experiment. Hell yeah. Quite an experiment measuring the psychological effect of kicking cans. I will be sure to report my findings to the Capitol. Yeah. And yet it wouldn't hurt to take some pills with you. Who knows what madness lies ahead. Take something from the hospital supplies. Besides, the other fronts you struggle on, there is the struggle with yourself. What could be harder? You actors do love to exaggerate. God, how badly I want to just take all these drugs right now and see what happens. Seesaw on the head. Okay, so that was the seesaw was apathy and mania. Overall exhaustion constantly pulls me into it. Apathy, time distorts, movement speed slows, amalgam fades. At high mania, the brain is overloaded, movement speed increases, but health deteriorates. More mania means stronger effects. When the objects affect the state of the mind, they can be spotted in concentration mode. Oh, really? They updated it? Interesting. So wait, what do we got? Tobacco believes cigarettes have a calming effect, but in fact nicotine is a stimulant. Addictive, with each use, the effect becomes weaker. Might take some. Bromide increases inhibition of the cerebral cortex. Dulls the brain. Okay, so I'm guessing the red versus the blue. Yeah, mania, apathy. Poison, which is the same as medicine. Invigorating, small doses. Addictive. With each use, the effect becomes weaker. I have no idea what this ointment is. It smells disgusting, but it works like a charm on bruises and abrasions. Let's take a bit of tobacco, huh? Do I just... Oh, interesting. So I guess it, like, talked about it, but didn't actually... Oh, here we go. Just...
Thoughts galloping.
Alright. Good enough for now. Let's see, there's people in mass. If you think there's something terrifying, it's always just people in mass. It passed for a Greek chorus if this if this were a tragedy, but it's all vaudeville. Sava. Criminals number 72. I'm an orderly on quarantine duty. What are your instructions? Let's see. Tate doesn't trust people to you and reassign you to the cemetery. You have a family, right? Here are my orders. Take off that ridiculous costume, take your family, and hide somewhere in the seat with them. An interesting choice. Let's say... Let's not not allow them to go with their family yet. We'll just say, I'll reassign you to the cemetery. Number 28, started my shift at 10. Let's see, right now we're going to identify the strain. I've been catching these longs as you instructed. You know, the rare cases where they get infected, but resist sandpest for a long time. Got 3 again for today, over there on the platform, the stage. Let's see. Yeah, I guess no contact would have been good. I hope none of them are faking. Yesterday you lot brought in no less than a dozen enthusiastic pretenders. I'm here to raise a collective complaint, Doctor. These cloaks, they're very uncomfortable, sir. They make it hard to use your hands, and you can't see a damn thing through the mask. It It is an interesting mask. On top of that, we have to burn them every night because each time we've been to an infected area. Lasts us a lifetime given our current life expectancy. So there's like 20 costumes. On the upside, they make you very visible to the screen. You know what? We'll just do that. Okay. See if anything's around or about. Okay. I'm a fool. Go up the other side. I could see that of him, yeah, falling into his studies and backgrounds and stuff, and yeah, definitely not learning anything new because he thinks he's learned what the best to learn is. So not trying to take any other opinions of the local culture into account. See, patients must be questioned, examining their symptoms, recorded in the casebook. Let's see, could it be yesterday's technique has proved to be the right one? As your assistant, it is my duty to inform you that among the recipients of yesterday's vaccine, there appears to be 0 mortality. That is to say, no notifications so far. Doesn't really tell us anything yet. It's a real shame we can't put them under proper observation. You know my assistant. While you're away, I tried my hand at diagnosing using your procedure. For pneumonic plague, colleague. Let's see, I'm intrigued. So I noted down symptoms using your approach. I crossed off illnesses based on the principle of impossible conditions, but I didn't really get anywhere. You know, sometimes I try to think like you do. I give it my best try at that. I do this just so I can understand you just a little, and I feel every time the way your heads work is a complete mystery to me. Do you have the amnesis? Alright, back to this. I don't think there's any point in interviewing them. The first thing about themselves. Look, why are you being so cold and sad with me? I'm not a doctor, you know, just a one-time medical enthusiast. That was why I volunteered to help you. Epic crisis? Do you really think I'm someone who might get those two mixed up? Dear me, what a blockhead. Scatterbrain, nincompoop, mooncalf, ne'er-do-well. All the choice words I've heard from you these past few days, I don't think I deserved any of them. So I could basically be like, yeah, I'm also this, or be like, hey, you know what? You've been a real asshole to me. Yeah, unfortunately, that truly is a thing that happens. Like, even today, people will absolutely throw themselves in an echo chamber for things in higher education and just be like, nope, this is the way things are. And it sometimes shoots us in the foot real bad. You're right, I'm sorry, I forgot myself for a moment. You see, I'm awfully tired. Barely slept at all for 3 days now. Let me walk you through this once more. All your same notes. Apology accepted. Please treat me with respect. Yeah. It has gotten better. So I'll say it again. Again, the patient's medical history or amnesis is your first priority. They're checked out 3 steps. Step 1, interviewing the patient. That always comes first. No matter how tongue-tied or confused they are, no matter how much they get wrong, the information is priceless. Even if they're straight up lying, it's still important. Just like if you were an investigator or a detective. Yes, you were somehow managing to learn useful things even from their lies, but I have no idea how. I guess if you knew they're lying about everything, then technically you could just be like, oh, here's the truth. Let's see, step 2, the exam. This part requires your utmost attention, and when you take note of anything suspicious, I guess I also wonder if this is like Bachelor talking to us, the player, or something. I don't know. Let's see, we do in the context of what the patient has told us. Any trifling bodily detail, a scratch, a bruise, a birthmark, might turn out to be important. Turn out to be important. Got it. Step 3, if required, a careful inspection of the surroundings the patient lived in, especially when you feel they're being coy, evasive, hiding something, in a word, lying. Residence is never without a reason. That's when it becomes a good idea to go and inspect their home, talk to their neighbors and family. It always adds to the picture. Do you understand? But it takes loads of time and effort. You keep saying we don't have a minute to waste. Although actually it's not always necessary. The only times to be hasty is when you're catching fleas, colleague. I'll show you. Observe and memorize. Won't be around forever. Yeah. I'm guessing Yakov looks up to him though, since he wanted to do medical stuff. Okay. Let's see, I'm healthy, just so you know, I don't have anything. Let's see, why did they bring you here then? I had fever, that's why. 2 days of it, for no reason. But I'm better now. I had no scratchies on my skin, no yellowing, no sandpaper scratchies, no drought of the mouth. Let's see, what circumstances preceded this fever? Our house was cleared out after the infection came. People were sent wherever there was space. Comfort is a luxury right now. Some were lucky and ended up in an empty living room. Some got an attic or a cellar. Us, we were put in a boiler room. When we reached our street, they rounded up the whole caboodle of us to the isolation ward. So near the fire. Boiler room, you say? Was it turned on? Of course, the air was so stuffy in there, I tell you. But there was a silver lining. No sickness can survive that hellfire. Convincing, but I'll still need to examine you. Please undress there, behind the screen. Let's see, very pale skin, rarely leaves her home, not much time in the sun. Patient must be examined and their symptoms added to the casebook. Open the casebook. Okay. Oh, okay. These are just like cross out the symptoms. I was about to be like, holy, she's got this much shit going on. Yeah, but now I got a character that I can't lose. I gotta keep little Yakov alive. Little Yakov little. All right, let's see. Oh, I see. So I can do this for all patients. Okay, this is quite a bit. So fever. Let's see. Can I exit out of this? Or do I have to? Okay, let's see. I guess I'll just do it for now. Can I not see your back? Oh, here we go. Back. Seems fine. Hematoma, maybe she bumped into something, maybe it's a symptom. I should ask where the bruise came from. Thing on the underside. Legs seem fine. Okay. Don't the exam doctor can go now. Examiners, no questionnations. Only can happen at a morgue. I don't know, this just feels weird. It's like, yeah, now let me call my assistant in. But whatever. Same here, I'm ready to heed. So, Mr. Lowe, we have a patient here. She's going to be in good health, despite having had a fever a few days ago. Do we take her word for it? Of course, distressing. Well, if she's had fever, it must be a reason for it, and we have to find it. Remember this, a patient's self-evaluation may be incorrect. That's why you must ask specific questions about the symptoms, about what's come up during the exam, and about the patient's circumstances in daily life. Why do I feel like this is going to be almost like Like, it's gonna be like bad medical practice of being like, hey, did you have a fever? Or like, what's wrong with you? It's like, oh, I have a fever, or like this or that. It's like, wrong. You actually are vomiting and you're shitting yourself like crazy. Instead of listening to the patient, even though obviously big mechanic for it. Yeah, it's almost interesting how Bachelor kind of goes back and forth to being like super kind or just kind of getting frustrated with stuff. Yeah, exactly. He is Dr. House. We're actually going to take a rat and throw it in with a baby's crib and be like, this will solve everything. Okay. In theory, God knows how it plays out in practice. How do you connect the answer to a diagnosis? I'll demonstrate. Observe and learn, Mr. Little. I won't be around forever. Patient is running a temperature. In other words, a fever. Open my casebook, look up fever, and tell me how many conditions is it listed as a symptom of. Wait a second. Gee, 8 of them. 8 diagnoses fit the bill. It's a frequent symptom, which means that you have to find others and narrow down the search, then do it again and again until you're left with just one verdict. This, Mr. Lill, is what's known as a differential diagnosis. Name is self-explanatory, would differentiate between similar things to find the only correct solution to our problem. I do like that. I do like the almost elimination guessing game. Shot them for lying and then they're not, and then you just double down because you can't be proven. You don't want to be proven wrong. All right, you, man, you're very white. Is this has this been like this since you were born, or is this pallor recent? It's not like I get to look in the mirror a lot, living in a boiler room and all, but I don't think I've ever been pale. Rich do-nothings are pale. Me, I'm a commoner. So pallor isn't typical for you. We're marking that as a symptom. Mr. Little, add pallor to the fever in the record. What do we get? And we are 2 conditions, down from 8. It's like magic. A single symptom. Pallor eliminates 6 out of our 8 candidates. We're left with a choice of just 2. Where did this hematoma come from, my good lady? I mean the bruise over here next to your wrist and along your entire arm. Did you bump into something, or is there someone who batters you? Don't worry, there's nothing to embarrass of when seeing a doctor. I'm not embarrassed. A bruise? Well, that's news to me. I've never seen it before. And I can't remember anything like what you're talking about. I certainly wasn't beaten up. I must have bumped into something and forgotten about it with all the fuss. The boiler room is dark and cramped. It's probably where the bruise is from. Mr. Dankovsky, I'm seeing this hematoma, this fancy bruise on your list. Are you with us, Mr. Little? Pay attention. She doesn't remember how she got the bruise. She can only guess. Manual provides a more detailed description of the illness for a situation like this. What causes it, who's susceptible, etc. It can give you some clues. Got it. When in doubt, read about the condition in detail. Practicing medicine takes more than checking symptoms against a list with a schoolboy's diligence. You have to bring your reasoning into it. Here's one way to do it. Tell me, my good lady, do you garden? Do you grow anything? Anything at all, from roses to cucumbers? Cucumbers? Roses? I'm not following you at all now, Doctor. No, I've never liked digging and shoveling earth and all that. There, earth. Does the boiler room you've been relocated to have an earthen floor by any chance? That's right, it does have an earthen floor. The boiler room isn't really suited for living in, but in these times I'd be ungrateful to complain. How'd you guess, Doctor, about the earthen floor? Let's see. Also, I forget what general time period this takes place in. Seemingly, this isn't really how I express that, or is good at reading others' emotions. Yeah, I can see it. I believe it. Earth. There's something about Earth in the main. I wish I could remember where. It's simple. All kinds of things can be found in your local soils, including microorganisms capable of disrupting circulation. Okay, so he knows. Hence the pallor. Bruises were not caused by trauma. A hematoma appears when blood vessel walls are damaged, either by an external force or, in this case, an illness. And the infection can be contracted from contact with Earth. We found our diagnosis. You're a genius, Mr. Dankovsky. Oh yeah. It is. I do kind of like that you have the option though. You just be like, all right, you guys save yourselves and your families. We're lucky to have a simple and clear case on our hands. I can foresee it's going to get worse from here. Bravo to you anyway. You were a true master of medicine. So the patient has the sand pest alongside. What's the right diagnosis? I talked through it all and you can finish it yourself. The symptoms are a fever, a pallor, and a bruise. Put them together and you'll get your result. What about me, doctor? Where am I to go now? What happens next? You'll remain here under observation. Your blood will be used for the vaccine. There's hope that everyone can benefit from this. So I guess I can go through here. Huh. Interesting. Alright. So is it here that I... Okay, let's say I guess here... Is pallor on here? Like directly? Oh, here we go. It's pallor. Hematomas and fever. Okay, fever is also under there. So anemic vasculopathy. An infectious disease caused by microorganisms from steep soil entering the bloodstream. Cases of airborne transmission are also reported but require confirmation. The infection leads to anemia, which can manifest as patient pallor, muscle weakness, and weight loss. Occasionally, patients may experience localized bleeding and hematomas. Acute cases display burst capillaries in the eyes and high fever. Can I actually see that? Let's see, peasant plowmen, grave diggers, and other various types of people working with soil. Okay. Let's see, final diagnosis, confirm the diagnosis, hold vaccine, close the casebook. And then watch it be like, haha, you were wrong. This is all a test. Alright. So, let's talk with Finch, or someone else, let's see. Oh yeah, let's talk with, Barack. His hands are gentle, son of a local medicine man, medical school dropout.
In any case, it's nice to be home.
Yeah. Looks broken, Erdem. The manuscript's broke. What did you want with it? Your bare paws. Made any major advances on the vaccine of yours, Oyan? They say precision instruments help with that kind of thing. Alright, touche. You sure are quick your snappy retorts. Let's not rehash the whole whose medicine works argument all over again, or have you managed to create a serum for your herbal infusions yet, colleague? Yeah, that's pretty interesting. We know the Bachelor wants armies so badly. So I haven't yet, but I figured out how to use them to boost people's immune response. Congratulations, I mean it. I've done the autopsies for you already. Numbers 1 and 3 had the gunk in their lungs. Number 2 had it in her bronchia. Are you saying it's pulmonary now? I'm not saying it's anything. I do the cutting, you do the thinking, right? I have my own storyline where I'm going to do what I deem right. He does have his own storyline. And you'll have only a small part to play. What a bombastic way to put it, but I'll remember that and drop by your storyline sometime, though I doubt it'll be useful. Let's see. Spend your spare time working here, though honestly I advise you to save those hours for sleep. Each conversation I get into, I'm like, please don't be, please don't be super long. I want to play a game. Try to Amelia. Hit.
Don't want to hear this.
Oh, I see. Interesting.
It was quiet in the Natica.
Huh, okay. Cool.
Tired of this noise.
Get to work, snap out of it, your embarrassment. This is interesting.
Never alone. Things everywhere.
Okay, that's enough of that. But very interesting. Are you gonna burn me? Let's see, even if you are gonna be burned, I promise you won't be burned alive. No slow, excruciating roasting. Pain-wise, the sand pest is easily worse than a slow roasting, Doctor. You don't want to ever find out. Let's see, have you already written yourself off as doomed man? Isn't it too early for that? Are you in pain right now, or is your self-control that strong? Mr. Tiny here told me I could be useful to you, before I die, that is. Said you can find something inside me that slows the pest down, so go ahead, find it. What do you need? Do you want to draw some blood for me? Alright then, where did they bring you in from? I walked here, from home, caught it from my neighbors. Knew as soon as the skin on my chest started peeling away, so I waited a day. The neighbors' screams stopped in the middle of the night. I went to check on them in the morning, they were all dead. Me though, I was alive and walking, and now I'm here. Why do you need to know that, Doctor? Might come in useful. What's your vocation? I'm a dyer. Been breathing in poisons for 5 years now. One day it's red, the next it's blue, then yellow. Could that be why this fever of yours doesn't do me anything? Toxic pigments is a possibility of it doing something. Yeah, his bedside manner sometimes needs some work. Alright, let's take a look-see. Peeling skin he mentioned, unlikely to be the stone disease, most likely eczema. Heartbeat's too fast, but that could be a personal trait. It is interesting. Back seems fine. Oh, I didn't realize that. Yeah, a minute will be spent examining each body part. Now this is interesting. His skin has yellowed. Something wrong with the liver. Ooh, very interesting. Okay, so he has... Is it a rash? He's also got a little bit of jaundice. Healing of the skin. Okay. It's actually not bad. Let's go back to his chest. Oh yeah, and fast heartbeat. Rapid pulse. But it could just be... Yeah, it could be a personal trait. Peeling skin, you mentioned, unlikely to be a stone disease, most likely eczema. I don't know, I'm glad they're actually using the terms that way. It's not, like, you know... Like, I don't have to know the terminology. Eczema, so I think eczema and yellowing of the skin. Hepatitis? Liver necrosis can be caused by viral infection, can also develop in individuals who abuse alcohol or drugs. Probably should have gotten off the heart. Hold on. It is one of those things of like, well, are these two connected or could they be something entirely different? Patient complains of pain in the liver area. So if he's got pain in the liver area, then maybe. Alcoholics, drug addicts, people with autoimmune disorders. So I guess we can talk to him more. Have you sorted out, Doctor? Will it be useful in your remedies? You don't have to correct his semantics. Vaccine, remedies, whatever. Let's see. Clarifying questions. Oh no, you're right. Oh my god. This game's gonna fuck with it. It's gonna be as bad as trying to figure out in the first or in the second one for me. I could be like, man, I'm just not picking up on these patterns, and then hindsight, it's like, oh, yeah, obviously. Let's see, it's the plague, of course, the sandpass thing, isn't it? The plague, yes, but there's another condition. That's prolonging your life. You said it yourself, your neighbors didn't survive the night, but you're still holding up admirably. That's what I'm talking about. Your second diagnosis will show how your body's fighting the sandpass. Well, blow me down. 2 ailments made me healthier, even if then I had only one. But you know best, doctor. What do you want to question me, right? The skin on your foot is yellowing. Liver conditions would cause this. Have you ever noticed anything like that? Yellowing on my foot? That's dye, doctor. Oh, it's dye. That makes 1000% sense, and I feel silly for not thinking about it. Tub spilled once. Here's the burn. It's old and it's healed over time. It's smaller and paler. Let's see. Okay, we can rule out liver disease. He should see a symptom disproven. He's always putting all sorts of things into the chart, then diagnosing every disease in the world. Okay. Ugh, and I can't pull up the notebook now, which sucks. Okay, so let's see. I'll take your pulse. I believe it knows your heart behaving erratically. It's too fast. Began running fast not too long ago, doctor. Can hear it myself, thrashing like it's caught in a snare. Too fast indeed. You complained the skin on your chest was peeling. It was here, right? On the very middle, I knew right away. Skin turns nasty when you're plagued, right? Eczema, that much is obvious. The symptom can indicate one of 2 diseases. Now tell them apart. Let's see, okay, so the pulse and the eczema. Let's see, you'll help. Let me not mark things out just in case they show up. Okay, so no yelling of the skin, though. It's the eczema and the rapid pulse. It's just burning fever? Fever, headache, abdominal pain, layer ulcers, and eczema appear. Patient experiences psychosis. Yeah, and I'm sure they're also going to be like, oh no, I'm not taking any drugs currently. And then in the game I'll have to be like, well, you are, so that actually explains why this, and this happens. Oh, the police chief's wife, yeah. Alright. So, we'll just go with burning fever then, I guess. Again, waiting for the game to be like, you idiot, you moron, you fell for it, you fell for the trap. Okay. And that's the story of my life, and time's up to the present moment. But why do you want all these details from me? A half hour's worth of talking, and it was all beside the point. I thought you'd be interested to know why the sandpass can't get me, because I certainly find that fact interesting. I'd even say amazing. I also, thinking about it, I probably have to pay attention to the face more. Because, like, you know, see if there's anything going on with discoloration in the eyes, like maybe rapid blinking or something, I don't know. If they'd be interested to know why it's let's see. I'm interested too. Your blood may save about 400 people by tomorrow morning, but only if I can correctly identify your other illness. You sure you're not overstating my importance, Doc? I'm not, and I'd rather you not call me Doc. Right, Ogimski, Korka, Cemetery shut, and you've been guarding it for, is it 6 days? Since Tuesday. Let's see, let me ask you this then. What time of day do you feel worse than usual? All the time. I used to be as hardy as a bull wrangler, but now I have trouble even standing up for long. I get drowsy, my knees give out, it's embarrassing. I feel like I'm failing everyone. Have you been easily fatigued like this for a long time? Are the characters that you get for diagnosing like random or something? Because that'd be kind of interesting. So I don't take great interest in my own person, Doctor. I've got enough people to spend my attention on as it is, but I have trouble doing my job because of this. It's a rugged man's job. Okay, you just really like feel it. Okay. Gotcha. Let's see. Gemsky, Cork, the Terminator, you've been guarded for 6 days. Oh, right. Let's see. This is the third time you're asking me. May I ask why you distrust me so? It's a town within the town, almost 3,000 workers. Why do your authorities fear that made them lock up so many people inside? Let's go with... What do your authorities fear? Right, yeah. I mean, I guess Pathologic 2 kind of does that to you, though. Where it'll just be, like, throwing terms at you until you actually, like, understand the context. Who knows? At first they said there'd been a blowout of some kind of sweet soot. It settled on the walls later, looked like mold. Well, the kin was worried. They're like bees in how they respond to things. As soon as one makes a noise, the rest are unquiet as well. There's a mighty buzz in the hive, perhaps on account of the poisonous soot. Conditions are tough at the cannery, you know. What are the people in there saying? They're shouting, lots of clamor, and a nasty kind of clamor, too. It's what you'd expect. They're not having a great time stuck in there like pickles in a jar. No regular meals, not enough drink to go around either. The place is, after all, a poorhouse. Our fat man treats his people like cattle. Getting through the day is a struggle. Small wonder they're slamming into walls. If it was up to me... Volgimsky calls them worms, don't they? The venerable Vlad described your primordial kin to me as being essentially beasts. Yeah. I forgot about the getting punched and beaten down. Or no, that wasn't one. Let's see. You can't lock up living creatures against its will. It's how you turn people into proper beasts. But try so much as hinting at that to Rogimsky yesterday. They're dead drunk on power. Used to be alright working with them, but now I can't stand this guardsman. Whatever. Disrobe for me. Since you're so preoccupied with my work as a security guard, here's my advice to you, Doctor. You're being too heavy-handed. This lockdown of yours is making people seethe. And a cauldron can only seethe for so long before the lid flies off, even if you screw it down. Yeah, I feel like that'll be weird. That's such a huge... Like, everything I feel like Army did, like, you spent so much time in every huge aspect of the town. I feel like it'll be weird if the Bachelor has no reason to go into certain areas. Let's see. We're in the middle of an epidemic. Quarantine is a necessary measure. Alright, strange redness. A rash? Bites? Something else? There are red spots on his face, too. Not on his back. Arms seem good. Veins are definitely damaged. The question is, how old is the damage? Oh yeah, kind of like varicose. Maybe. Potentially. Okay, interesting, interesting. Not all symptoms have been selected. Carefully examine. Oh, oops. Forgot I had to select the symptoms while examining. Okay, so... Here, let's go back into examining. Alright, strange redness, a rash, bite, something else. I mean, I kind of want to ask him about it before I stick to rash or bites or whatever it is, but definitely has some sort of, like, vein damage. Okay, okay. And Pathologic 1, how's the, you get all the perspectives, right? So how's the progression of that work? Like, can you choose immediately who to be, or do you have to go through, like, each story and then you unlock it? I know I need to ask him. Let's see. Sorry you're gonna have to forget about your work for now. You must remain at the hospital. Used to guard locked up people, now I've been locked up myself. That's life for you, isn't it? That's the kind of joke life plays. It's not the same. Frankly, I don't see the point of the temporary lockdown. It's desperation from the Ogimskis. Meanwhile, here you can serve the common good through the vaccine. Oh, I was just musing to myself. What do you want me to do? Do I need to give blood or maybe take a pill? I see. It's a changeling you have to unlock. Alright, so ready to answer some questions. Veins in your legs don't look very healthy. Have you ever noticed that before? My legs? They're that way from all the time spent standing up. Yeah, that makes sense. It's my job as a security guard. 16 hours of standing every day, and old Gimsky won't spare a stool for us to sit down. Says it's not the proper way. Bad for discipline. So, potentially not a issue. Yeah. Can easily cause a mundane case of varicose veins. On the other hand, at least 3 promising diagnoses on the vaccine front can manifest as vein issues. Sounds more like varicose veins to me, but we'll see. Oh, I saw the thing about Ava killing herself. And he was just like, no. And then the tower fell after, I think. Let's see, am I really that complicated? Can't wrap my head around little old me being at the center of this brouhaha. There's a syndrome that fits the description, but mostly affects drunks, so I'd like to ask you, good sir, do you consume alcohol? Do you do it on a regular basis? And what quantities? Quantity best described as God forbid. In my line of work, you must be alert, so my basis hasn't been regular since last year. Quite the contrary, I've been abstaining, can't stand a drinker myself. Are you being honest with me? This is a crucial question, not one to evade. Your moral fiber is of no concern to me. I'm telling you, it's not regular. I don't have the habit, period. I'm going to your house, sir. My house? Why on earth, doctor? I can understand talking to me, feeling me up from head to toe, collecting my blood, but searching my home like I'm some bandit? What did I do wrong? Yeah, let me go to his house. Let's see, you're not at fault at all. If anyone's to be blamed here, it's me for not spotting enough symptoms for a definitive diagnosis. Well, not at all what I expected from a man of medicine, going off to break into my house. Imagine that. Philip is so cool with this stuff. He's just like, gee, isn't it silly that I was guarding people that were locked up and now I'm getting locked up? That's crazy. Okay, your agitation is extremely suspect. Don't worry, I won't touch anything. I just need to take a look around. To the house. Aw, damn it. I was actually really hoping it was gonna teleport me. Oh my god, I gotta make the walk myself. Oh yeah, I forgot it said that more mania the faster I can run, but it hurts my health. Oh, now I gotta take the big walk. Yeah, it felt more like an insult to him, so I didn't want to say the severely depressed line. Health decreases when taking damage. You can restore a sign called Healing Poultice. Ah, now you can talk to the worms. Oh god, I forgot what half these words mean. He wishes you many years of life. It sounded like he was asking a question. He asked, could it be, Erdim, that if your kindness were weighed against your wisdom, the wisdom would outweigh it? That's his question, more or less. tell him not to worry. Wisdom would be the heavier one for certain. Where are the bulls from yesterday? Oh, hey. The bulls were stolen. Well, damn. Or maybe your bulls perished even. Mother Bato knows where. It's an interest. Honestly, I can see it as being a very interesting character of, yeah, from an outside perspective, everyone thinks like, oh, this person's like got it together, but inside he's constantly freaking out. The bulls, here, now, my bulls, from yesterday, the ones I vaccinated. Is that clear? Stat. Why does this child look so large compared to her? Alright, let's... You have anything to say? No? Okay. Let's get going. Time is running out. Wait, to exit the district, find arches. Oh, not that. Search the trash.
I could use some quiet.
Right. Oh, I see. I was saying to go to those arches. Yeah, I mean, he didn't even ask for a key or anything to be like, hey, can I go check out your place? District name, marker where I want to go. So do you think this is actually going to be like standard in the game? Like you won't have to actually do the walking anymore? So that would be interesting. Dangerous district. Cannot be traversed using... Oh, I see. I have to find an arch where the clock isn't blocked.
It wasn't me. Don't glare at me like that.
Listen to me, Pathologic. Please just set our differences aside. They're accusing me of being the Sand Plague itself. Let's see. Oh, dearest colleague, how dare they? You must have been her in here so you could heal and bless the sick with your sainted touch. Don't you laugh at me. You know I'm helping you. We're in this together, working towards one goal. We're just different, so we each do it in our own ways, however we can. Clara, you're extremely suspicious, and that's a fact. I call you duplicitous, even two-faced. Let's see, just yesterday you were hissing at me and assuring me you had power over death, that you hold us all in your hands, that you can bind and destroy, didn't you? Remind me, please. That wasn't me, not me, but my double, my twin sister I didn't know. I've told you, and that heart respects of yours too. He didn't believe me for some reason. Even though he did see us two together. Yeah, the plague follows you wherever you go, and that's a fact. It's interesting, like, you get the options of, like, you're crazy, I don't believe you, you're the plague, or, like, you know, third option. I'm tired of these ridiculous games. You're a big girl, Clara. It's time to answer for what you've done. If only I had a single reason to believe you. If anyone, it's she who's ruining my reputation. My twin sister, she must be here somewhere. Try looking around. You might be able to catch her. Will you believe me then? No one has ever seen the two of you together, knife and Brock, and neither will I. Those poor devils are looters. They just kept on coming today. There was a rumor that an out-of-town bandit who was packing firepower had been getting busy here until suddenly he wasn't anymore. You can't shoot the sand pests, you know. But everyone fancies a firearm these days, so are flocking to his mortal remains like moths to a flame. Where is he? Show him to me. Spit on the changeling every time we see her and pass her. Why bother finding that scum? He's lying around here somewhere waiting to be collected. We got enough on our plate right now with all these would-be scavengers. No time for revolvers at all. Executor, we are going to be those scavengers, and we are going to see what we can gather. This moth's had a little ammo on them and some pilfered odds and ends. One full of stuff is not knapsack full of tin spoons. Probably never seen real silver in his life. Everything that he's been sending out to the town hall, we kept the ammo. Right, hand over the ammo every last round. Will do. And how this charming lady end up here? The charming lady doctor has an interesting knack for showing up in a place as soon as the sand pest hits it. Noticed it 3 days in a row now, so we detained her. We're not sure where to put her now. She's quite talkative, and we were rather bored in here. Well, you could say the same about me. Wherever the plague goes, the doctor follows. So let's see, do I have my gun? Won't draw my gun where no one threatens me. Holy, what did I just do? Let's see. Plague fog conceals danger. Oh, okay. It gets rid of the... Gets rid of the fog, gotcha.
It was quiet in Thanatica.
Ones lying on the ground cannot be saved, only relieved to suffering. If I help them in the best insurance store, I can take their time for myself. Take their time, eh? Requires administering sedatives to dying, the same substances I could use to calm my own mind. Inject a drug, shift the cursor along the gauge. You must land within the highlight zone before the dying person heartbeat spikes. Overdosing will amplify suffering, and I must alleviate it. Okay, so we want to go up. Right? Okay, well, that was not the right direction. Noted, noted. Hold on, what's in here? Changeling's an interesting character just because she's obviously that like mystery character that I don't know any details about. She just sort of seems to show up out of nowhere. Oops. I didn't realize that was a live thing I was supposed to be doing. Well, that's on me. Shame that. Oh, I'm dying. I am. Can I? Ah! Can I bust in here? Pretty sure this person. Oh, okay. Yeah, that just hurts me. I just want to try to help someone again. You dead? Yeah, you're dead. This person's like not really there. Okay. Just curious to see what I can do. Alright, where am I going? Okay, I need to head back and to the right. Actually, I need to head left. Okay, so stop touching infected people.
I forgot that there's so much of the world.
I think the audio is breaking slightly from not being able to load the area very, or my computer not loading it well. Okay, I'm on the right path now. Hey, am I? Oh, okay. Am I doing that correctly? I'm just constantly using the prototype. Hey, bud, what's your deal? Okay. Let's see, locals use the bar. Here they exchange microbes. I guess I didn't realize that she was a kid either. I definitely thought she was just like, I don't know, 20s adult. Okay. I do kind of appreciate this demo and like showing all the main mechanics. Is the right house? Nope. Break that later. Listen, depending on the kid, absolutely can be super annoying. Alright, well, time to bust into everything, I guess. Which rooms? Fillets. Oh. Difficult case. The diagnosis was almost clear, but the patient denied a symptom. Need to visit his home to find out. I'm so sick of it all. Nothing in the clock. See, Amalgam allows you to revisit another day and alter its events. Oh, interesting. Acquired through successful euthanasia and breaking mirrors. Oh, so I should have broken that other mirror. Hey, what's up? I just mopped that floor and now you're walking all over it. It took forever to scrub clean, you know. Apologies, I'm not very good at walking in a handstand. My legs always veer to the left for some reason. Stop with that clowning, will you? First he's turning the bathroom upside down, but it's our only one for all these apartments. People watch their kids here and take their own baths on Tuesdays and Thursdays. They keep it clean. Now there's you with your remarks. Bet you're a pal of Phillips, aren't you? Oh, I see. Move items using the clock. Interesting. Surely there's still, like, some limit of, like, hey, you may be able to move through time, but you're still limited on time, right? Maybe? He's in the hospital. No, so have you been living in the same house for long? I see, so maybe one of the mechanic of one of those things of like, oh, do you really want to take this person's time or something? Alright, let's see. He was a loner, no one took care of him, wasn't too much trouble for me, we're neighbors after all and friends. He was lucky to have you. At this rate, I'll soon start to envy people who live in these small towns where everyone knows everyone. Drifted apart a little as time went on, but he used to always thank me. Then one day it was like, bam, he forgot everything. Never said a word anymore. Scurried past me to his apartment, eyes down, no hello, no goodbye. But he sure showed this bathroom who's boss. Oh, you know I'm gonna time travel thinking I need to do something, and then be like, oh shit, I totally forgot to do this other thing first. Let's see, so sort of frenzied rage isn't typical of Philip. He's never trashed anything before and was well behaved. What kind of person this is typical of is an easy guess. You often get this with drunks. One only sits there quietly and he's delirious all of a sudden. With all this ruckus and mess, at least he ain't punching one out. Has he been a drunk for long? Let's see, he said he stayed away from alcohol. He didn't drink before, but go ahead and look out that window. The town's fallen to pieces, enough to make a saint start drinking. It's like people have gone crazy. Some grabbed a bottle, some grabbed a knife. It's hard to stay human. Everyone's inner beast is looking to break out. So you know for certain they trashed the place in drunken haze. Well, what do you think happened? He didn't just trash the shared bedroom, he was sick all over it. The whole place is a mess. I thought I'd never get it clean. Do you know what it's like to mop up someone else's vomit? Okay, so he's vomiting too. How would a smart dresser like you know that, eh? Philip vomit, that's what matters. A symptom that hasn't been noted before. Could also be from being drunk, who knows? Have you figured out everything you needed? I'd like to finish with the cleaning here. The kids from downstairs will be here soon to wash their hands before eating. They'll be better off if they don't see this mess. Anything else you can tell me about him? No, that man was never sick. Strong and tough as a cart horse. And I mean, I could easily imagine him pulling an actual cart. He did also say he started getting weak recently or something. Or just like over time. Let's see. Regarding the meat processing plant's a tough job. It may have been the thing that undermined his health to begin with. If you ask me, Philip may be built for the job, but it's not a job for him. Termitary needs security to make sure the steep brutes aren't beaten about town. But he was getting sentimental about him. That's why he and I fell out. We argued about whether worms and herb brides were equals. Some security guard. He argued with me too. What a thing to say. Stop trying to confuse me. I don't have time to pick your philosophizing apart. Anyway, I've got a bathroom to finish cleaning. Philip got into philosophizing too, and it both destroyed our friendship and made him an alcoholic. There's no good in that. She's just like, listen, leave me alone. Alright, can we go back to his drinking though? Since I can't end this conversation yet? Let's see. For all I know, he's also sense of himself at this point, gone completely off his rocker. He just on about bathroom incident or other stuff. He has episodes, you know. Before he trashed the bathroom, I'd hear this muttering coming from behind his door every night. And he lives alone, no family, and no one visits him. My husband and I used to be his only friends. He started talking to himself, and that's a sure sign. Why didn't you say that right away? You may be right. The hallucinations do point towards delirium. Are we done now? I have my limits too, you know. Mopping floors is hard enough, but bad-mouthing a former friend is harder. I'm sorry for the poor dummy. Yeah. Truly. Just like, you know, I'm not about politics, but I can be a little racist sometimes. But it's not actually racist. Let's see, where's Philip's room? I'd like to take a look before I go. It's further down the hallway. Here's the key. I got work to do. Okay, so he is a drunk, I guess. Let's see, you've been very helpful. Okay, well, we'll put the hallucinations in. God, I don't even know. Well, let's... Okay, alcoholic according to a neighbor. Did have vomiting. I don't know if it was from the drinking, though. Damn, this place really is just strewn apart. Wonder if I'll have to worry about bartering a lot. Oh, hey, there's a child in here. The neighbor told me that he lived alone. I am angry. I have no idea what you're saying. Hello, Erden, I said. Why have you come? Alright. Erden is what you call scientist, right? I've got nowhere to go. Black Haldai, don't kick me out, Erden. I'm a guest here myself. I wish someone would kick me out so I could go home. Yeah, I was just like, I don't see the point in speaking Latin to this child. Very wild. You're a, let's see, I'll just choose a sarcastic option of I wish I could go home. Not going back to the Warren. Oh, you must be from the Termitary. You're just who I need. You people call it the Termitary. And you smell like danger. Uh-oh. I pushed too hard. Will you tell me what's in there then, in detail, please? People are there. What else do you want? We live there. You're hiding your eyes, lad. I don't think you're telling me the whole truth. It's better if you don't joke around with me. I'll tell, just let me go. There's a crawl hole out of the Warren. Okay, I feel it watches it. Help me go around the ignorant guards. What's inside that place? So he took you in. The hallucination of his was you? It was you he was talking to in the night, not voices in his head? See, that's another thing. It's like, okay, so now maybe he doesn't have hallucinations? Yeah, I remember how chaotic it got in there over the week. You never heard, don't worry, she thought he was out of his mind. Why does it have to be so complicated? I say, find some sensible talk. He's in the hospital, he's ill, I'm a doctor, and I need to find out what he's ill with. Will you help me? I will. He sickens, I saw it, he sickens. Does he drink vodka, wine, those steep herb infusions here? At first glance, I can't see a single bottle. Not a drop, strict on himself. Doesn't allow me neither. Okay, so not a drink. So the neighbor was mistaken after all. Perhaps she wanted to be mistaken. Despite the reasons don't really matter though. What matters is that he wasn't drinking. Okay, so he definitely just has varicose veins from standing. Oh, yeah, right. I forgot they just opened it because it got slightly better. Let's see, how else can I help? Save Akaphilia. Stay put, don't you dare sneak away. I need to look around and I'll ask you more in a bit. What else do we got? He's got quite a bit of apple stuff. And I guess I can talk to What's-Her-Face again? Hey, so it turns out he's not crazy. Oh yeah, you're right. Damn, I keep forgetting about the inspect button. Rags on the bed, used to put them on his forehead, so maybe a fever. Escapee from the lockdown termitary, genuinely concerned about him. Now you promised to help me, tell me what happened to feel that. Okay, rags on the bed looked like they were using a compress to bind something hot or cold over an injury. Do you know anything about that? He was hot, tossed and turned, so I put cold on him. Okay, so he had a fever. There's something wrong on the table. Did you eat it? Is this what made Phil vomit? Hungry, needed. Not rich. Lad pays cigars so little. Power is enough for one, not enough with me. Hard to feed two. Okay, so ate rotten food. Never thought to eat the right, even prepared, then his hunger came crazy like. Grabbed everything, gobbled everything, I took away, hid. Told him bad, rotten will hurry, didn't listen, like possessed by some hungry beast. see. Okay, so sudden hunger. But don't you sneak away. Okay, so you had bulimia and fever. I wonder if these are actual things I can put down, like, without having to worry about overthinking it. Okay, fever is under something. Under heart. And bulimia. Here we go. Nephropathia epidemica. Okay, so maybe I figured it out? Potentially? Guess we'll go question him. Okay, fine, I'll go search around. Oh, here you go. Neighbor claims he's a drunkard, he's trashing the house, talking to voices in his head. 2 patients turned over the assistant, third one is a tough nut to crack. A little investigation is needed to clarify his diagnosis. Used to be friends. This is where he threw out. The neighbor's convinced he got sick from alcohol, even though he denies inebriation. Okay, well, I don't have anything else to say to that kid. Do you have anything I can say? Nope. So, can I leave? Let's see. Bucket. Oh, the bucket is its own thing. Or is it? Oh no, it's I think it's grouped with the broom. Or does he have another? Oh, these tools. Destroy the bathroom. He used to be quiet and unbothersome. Maybe that was it. Maybe it was the tools. Let's see. I don't believe I'll find anything else in this abode. I'm no detective after all, but now I must discuss my findings. Okay. Yeah, I just had to look at the tools. Are you ready? Okay, I found some pills. Medicine. What are these? Who has taken them? We want to use those in the seat. Feels like they're so the head doesn't ache. Another symptom. Good. His head hurt. So, mice, headache, fever, hunger, and the vomiting, fatigue, and skin reddening. The veins are ruled out. What happened in the bathroom? The number says, fell out drunkenly. No, he doesn't drink. He'd eaten bad food. Couldn't keep it down. Didn't want to make a mess in here, so he went where he could do it. And there, water's there for washing. Water scared him. Heard the dripping. Went crazy. Can a man be scared of water? In his life. Let's see, got scared of water for no apparent reason and trashed the bathroom. This is an extremely rare symptom. Should sort it all out. Thank you. I'll say hello to him for you. Okay, Andy had a headache, which also plays into that. Nothing else to say here. Nothing else here. We gotta hurry, let's play some tunes.
My head hurts enough as it is.
Okay. Let's go break that mirror. Oh, I can trade. Cool. I actually kind of need this. Or is that... Give me my health back. Whatever, here's some buttons. The trading was pretty fun. Is there an easy way to just split the sack? You guys got anything? Where was that thing? Here it is.
Stop staring at me. Push over.
Okay, so I guess I just basically break those whenever I see them. And we'll go back to the theater. And alas, it's blocked, as I could have seen on the map if I paid attention. Keep my observation eyes out in case I see anything. Definitely should not have gone this way, but you know what? Whatever. I'm slow as hell. It's alright, I'll find some cans to kick or something. This speed, it brings back memories of how it would be in Pathologic 2, being sick as hell and just barely able to go anywhere. He is gonna vom. Patients turned over to the assistant. Third one's tough night. Blah, blah. There's the traders. I don't remember this little, like, the buildings like this in the pathway. Wasn't it just like kind of a weird misshapen looking area? And I guess these arches weren't exactly here either. If it throws me, yep, here we go. Okay, so do I just avoid the, like... Avoid them. Boy, how'd Army have such a hard time with all this plague? It's so easy to avoid.
Who's staring at me through the looking glass?
Break all the glass. Break all the glass. Ah, look who it is. Hey, look at me, Doctor, and make sure to take a good look. Are you upset about something? Upset? Oh, he is upset. Also, if I remember in Pathologic 2, wouldn't it change Changeling's name from either Changeling or to, like, Clara or whatever? depending on the, I guess, like current character she was supposed to be playing. Almost. Long time to see, little Saint girl. You move fast, don't you? You're beside yourself, Doctor. Your senses are out of tune, which means you don't even understand which world you're in. You're looking at me here and you see who knows what. Hallucinating because of exhaustion. You should take a deep breath, count to 30. Oh, okay. Got the achievement for talking to all the protagonists, even though I kind of already did that. Now I'm down through there. Okay, now go back around. Alright, killer. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Is it this way I'm supposed to go? Oh, shit. No, yes. Oh, let me,
Boiling,
good.
crackling, screeching.
So am I, like, I'm kind of bringing this back to the middle, but am I hurting myself doing this? Or is he just super not like
I'd rather not hear it all. Vibrant. Everything's so vibrant.
Okay. Let's go. I wonder if we're supposed to recognize the, like, models or something by the shoes, or if they are just random people. It's just like one of the sisters or whatever. Alright, we're back.
Boiling, crackling, screeching, living.
Yep, definitely took a wrong turn. Alright, let's finish this up. Hey, the bulls! Nice! Got him back. Let's see. Sending a good life to you, Erdem. Here are your bulls. Speakara, are you still not glad to have them? Glad to hear it. Let's see. Are you quite certain these are the same bulls? Can you not tell bulls' faces apart? He can't even tell Odonga apart by their faces. We are all the same to him, like beasts. How come you're here and not them? You've insulted them. The worms don't want to deal with you anymore. Damn. The worms believe you're a bad man, a churlish, ungrateful man. Let's see, I'll try to do better. Are you gonna take our bull's blood? I am, but later. For now, leave him here. Okay, nice. Seek the bull's wisdom. Another mirror. Break that bitch.
Surely the amalgam can't pour like that.
Okay. Bitch, I gotta talk to you. Finally, I've been waiting for you, Dr. Daykovsky. As you can see, I've allowed our volunteer orderlies to leave on a break, but they'll all return as soon as you give the word. Good, rest is necessary. Let them have a smoke, visit their families. Who knows, they might not get another chance. Consider it done. But what about the third patient, Philip, the termitary guard? Do you have a diagnosis? I haven't put him to sleep yet. I thought he might be useful to you again. Let's see, I understand his illness. So be sure to put in the document and stamp it too. I barely recognize you. Are you going to teach me how to maintain patient records now? Actually, let me also look at what it actually describes it as. See, disease caused by a group of viruses, varying with the epidemic focus. Humans contract the virus from animals and their waste. I guess the raw food. The disease begins acutely fever, rapid heartbeat, nausea, and or vomiting, accompanied by headache and photophobia. After 3 days, a rash appears on the skin, and facial flushing becomes evident. I bet that 3 days is going to be very important when you're actually playing, because someone might have like a some symptoms, and then after 3 days they'll get the rash or something. See, disease causes internal bleeding leading to patient's death. Risk groups, people in contact with animals, rural residents. Okay, so can I guess I can't really mark it done yet. Let's see, did my mice detain you? You're joking. Despite your nerves, that's a good sign. You can relax. I've seen it, and your secret has been uncovered. So you met him. I tried to protect him with everything I had. I went to your hospital so you wouldn't catch it from me. Let's see. You're a good man, which usually means inconvenient. And then you lied. You described fatigue, but you'd been nauseous, feverish, and much more. I've never been a good liar. If I told you too much, you'd know that someone was changing my bandages, that I needed money to feed 2 mouths, so I talked as little as I could. Oh, of course you did. Medicine dealing with people is more difficult than all the test tubes and measured doses. Nothing to hide now. Sure, I led the boy through a hidden passage away from the slaughterhouse. He's just a kid, Doctor. It was hardship that brought him to the cannery. And just like that, Fat Vlad put him to work. Young or old, it doesn't matter to the old Gimskis. They send everyone to the factory. It's not my place to judge you. What you did is noble, but stupid. Say, I'm on your side, despite the risk. I'm no hero, but I guess also, like, Army had a lot of focus with, keeping the children and everything alive. So I wonder how, like, what kind of almost secondary objective Bachelor could have. Let's see, I was taught to draw the line somewhere. I treat people like people, period. I've done what I could. So you're saying you'd let more people out if you had more authority in such decisions? They'll starve people to death in a tertiary, and not just there either. While you were out, I ordered people in the hospital. Aren't you the tyrant who ordered a quarantine? I'm a tyrant, you're a rebel, and no one will be able to tell a difference in the morgue. Without the quarantine, the plague would devour our town in just a day or two. It's the plague I restrict, not people. Those are dangerous games you play, Doctor. I'm not the only one who doesn't like restrictions. Today, people endure, tomorrow too, but in the days that follow, they'll erupt. I told you, you can't humiliate a living being without suffering consequences. And this imprisonment humiliates the town the second time. Let's see. If only we had another way. This won't end well, I tell you. Neither of us can tell the future. And Philip, I came to talk about your diagnosis. Drink this glass of water, please, before we continue. Okay, so he still hates the water. Decisive symptom has now been confirmed. This is enough to make the diagnosis. So wait, was that part of it? I feel like there's something I'm missing. Let's see, weakness, fever, bulimia, headache. I just don't super understand where the fear of the water thing comes in, but I'm just gonna lock it in. I checked the records. You diagnosed all 3 of the oddities who didn't quickly die from the plague. You're a mental giant, a luminary. I feel like I would have gotten a achievement if I actually got them all correct, though. We still don't know if my diagnoses are correct. Okay, so we don't know yet. We await your verdict with bated breath. What next? The vaccine? Searching in town for more people with the same symptoms as today's 3? I want to choose those with a perfectly clear diagnosis. Late stages, pronounced symptoms, or you'll make every mistake. The search, then the vaccine. The blood of those lucky enough to resist the plague should help the others too. Consider it done. After that, how much culture should we take? What temperature should we heat it to? Oh no. I don't know. Don't be overzealous with drawing blood. 450 milliliters at most, otherwise the weakened patients won't make it. Okay, so these are all completely different things that I guess don't matter. I've gotten it down in the last 2 nights. We'll manage without supervision, I promise. Rest without fear that we'd ever disgrace you. So, Dr. Dankovsky, sir, do you give us permission to proceed? Shall we start? If we don't vaccinate anyone tonight, there will be 300 deaths. 5 if we do, and my work has errors. This is so damn difficult every time. What's going on? I couldn't hear you. Do we begin or not? We do. I'll just always choose the Latin options. Oh, I wasn't even looking at the thoughts and everything. An unrest is brewing. Resentment for the quarantine measures will soon reach its peak. When it does, the town will no longer obey the decrees issued to save it. Marley's brought in 3 more people. 2 patients turned over to the assistant. The 3rd one's a tough nut to crack. For example, if I identified the patient's diagnosis correctly, the vaccine will help hundreds. If I'm wrong, their blood is on my hands. Done all I can today. Time to go back to my headquarters. Back home. To Ava. That's no hallucination. It's a real boy. But yeah, I guess as long as I go through all the dialogue, I can just look in the notebook and it'll be like, look, here's the things they have. Because it doesn't even pull up the vein damage, so. Hooray! Complete Act 2. Diagnose everyone correctly. Huzzah! What are you 2 up to? Probably should have observed them in there. Even my own hallucinations don't need me anymore, so self-absorbed. Just poured it on the ground. Why? This is just replaying it. Put some dirt in it. Yeah, I guess so. I'm dead tired. Back to the Stillwater. I'm always a little alive there, even when worked to death at the hospital. I even breathe easier. So I can go. I guess just up this way.
Can't think like that.
I guess honestly, the safest place would have been to go all the way down here, because now it's made me go through the gut. Sure. You know what? Let's go crazy. Something tells me I shouldn't have done this. Doctor, are rotating, leaving, that is, obeying our post. The reason being? Well, we didn't sign up for this. They've gone and armed themselves. Not pay thieves. No, these are proper, what's the word? Thugs. They shoot, Doctor. They stab. It's really unheard of around here, raising a knife against your fellow man. And we're unarmed. Are you asking me to arm you? No, we're not thugs. Your capital might be a vicious place, but this town used to be a living thing. We don't have murderers. Let's say monsters. You have an epidemic, they have side effects, violence, dissolution of boundaries, desperation. I foresaw all of this. I'm afraid not, Doctor. We're volunteers. We took no oath. Fair enough, you took no oath, but you'll truly abandon the town to such a fate? Not letting thieves in and check out, fine. Putting yourself in front of a blow or blade, well, to say it again, that's a whole different beast. The fact you brought us to this state is, thought-provoking. Again, really unheard of. And on that note, as they say, we take our leave. Go wherever you like, this is certainly not a job for cowards. Jesus. Alright, I'm ready.
Every creak like a gunshot.
Quarantine riders want to kill me, must have been myself. Gotta remember the slow reload. Listen, I have no morals. If someone's coming up on me, it's time to pop them. about you? Oh, yep. Okay, cool. Awesome. Yeah, he sure hesitated for a second. So... oh no, it just took him back. Okay, yeah. Well... now that I know that's coming. I'm glad this... this one's not, like, trying to play around. I still want to go through the district just to try it. It is interesting how this game's not playing with the mechanic of dying yet.
You're too strong.
This time I'll be ready. Oh, I see. I was getting more of this fire. Okay, let's see if I actually can stop him this time.
Come here. Hey, you.
Hey, you.
Don't think. Don't think.
Hold it.
Where?
Come over here.
Oh, what the fuck? I can't believe that. Insane. So I don't have ammo.
Be quiet, you lot.
Hold it.
Next step.
I'm guessing... I wonder if it's reflecting really badly on him, like, internally, because, well, obviously I'm killing people.
Migraine. Yes, this is a migraine.
And I wonder if he, even after he kills someone, is, like, making himself... what's the word? Like, he's basically hallucinating, being like, oh, there was actually no one there. It's like, no, you killed someone, for sure.
Hey,
Oh, fuck.
you.
And I wanted to fight death.
It gave me a second to loot. Alright, fine, we'll stop killing people, I guess.
Enough.
Okay, I just gotta get out of here. Up here, let me smash it. Okay, it's not. Listen, I just gotta stay alive. Oh, fuck it, why not? Okay.
Got you. Come over here.
Yeah, you stay right there. No, you don't. No, you
Come
don't.
here.
No, you don't. I think he stopped. Okay, we're good. We're good. Big. I guess if it's like this, like, there's really no reason for me to search around in towns and such.
Damn them.
Alright, time to see our girl.
Keep quiet in the library.
Ava. Ava. Let's see, loyal Ava wants to share an evening conversation with me, and she's not alone. When did our talks become a part of Bachelor Denkovsky? Not everyone in town is content with epidemic measures. Ava, where are you? She's up here, right? Ah, shit.
Superstitions aren't real.
See, it was paper that exiled me here too. Power often takes the form of solid wood and a few sheets of paper. Monographs, enunciations, scandalous note in the Daily Herald. I gotta search around here. Weird that I'm getting that little hint.
Drilling my temples.
I do not need to raise that meter anymore. While apathy is high, time itself, the will to live, and amalgam slipped through my fingers. Without amalgam, other days of the story become inaccessible. While Ava waits to share an evening. Oh, okay. So those observations are just part of the, like, thought journal thing. Yesterday's liver tissue sample dried up. Where are you hiding, my dear liver? Good thing Tillman can't hear me now. Could mix some medicines, or I guess I could not. Take it all, it's not like it'll matter. Ava! I have no thoughts about you. A canary in a coal mine, the mistress and soul, the still water, a canary in a cage. Okay, I was like, are we not talking?
Don't you think my color's faded?
You're back in just in time, you know, a mob is slowly gathering outside the house. I didn't see anyone. I did, they peer into the windows, they're playing something, deliberating. Sometimes they carry torches and sometimes stakes. I think they're up to wickedness. You often see what isn't there, Ava, don't you? If you decide to go out and check after all, please take me with you. There's no need, I won't be there long. Wait, let's talk a little first like we always do. You said it yourself yesterday, when you were talking with me... It's like talking to a cat. It's the only way to sort your thoughts. You must have brought so many new thoughts with you. Tell me. You're not a cat. I'm sorry for that arrogant thing I said. I've changed now. You're most precious listener to me, but my head is filled with miserable chaos right now. Will you tell me? You see, well, first of all, it's clear the Sandpest can't be defeated by ordinary means. We are so short on time. Don't you hate that since I had the blurred effect? It's just constantly there whenever I'm talking to someone. Creating a vaccine takes weeks, I don't even have days, which means we must do something different. But what? How do we find an opening? You believe Simon would help you? Have you found out where he was? Simon, I sense he's behind it all. His disappearance, the missing body, the huge coffin, and an empty grave. The note supposedly written by him, it all makes you think. Either this is some kind of conspiracy or he's playing a murky game with me. I must find him. Keep talking. I'm human. I'm an intelligent, industrious, courageous human. Good specimen, one of the finest. And still I have too many limitations. Solving these problems takes something greater, a stream if you will. Instead of a point, I must pass through several apertures at once. Go on, keep talking. I understand. Wait, what's that noise outside? I told you, there are people and they're scaring me, but our conversation is more important. It will never happen again. Wait, how much time has passed while we've been talking? I don't know, an hour maybe? You spent a long time thinking. Your eyes are mesmerizing, Ava, but not in the literal sense. Wait for me here. Time to see what all the hubbub's about. Oh my god. Flying photos smell like a bird sound, and you hear fortresses under siege. Oh shit. That's okay, I needed to to be warmed up anyways.
Last night, I saw a violet star. I'd never seen one before.
It's so hard on you, poor thing. Look, some of your hair has turned gray in the past days. You're a learned man. Why does it do that? Can someone's hair really gray so suddenly? Oh, anyway, we're in danger. Let's drop this idle talk. See, I told you so. That talk remains in the past and it won't happen again. What's happening out there? What do they want? I made one mistake. Just one? What mistake? Now you're making fun of me. Tell me, what was it? Do you know how to make it right? Yes, you see, I was trying to tune down the panic and stop the infection from spreading, so I issued some harsh decrees and quarantine measures. Told everyone to stay home, no talking, no sneaking out. Not everyone found this enjoyable. People feel they are powerless. That's all they can do is wait for the sandpests, wait for death. It's so hard to wait. It all piled up rather unfortunately. Your regular supply train was running late and the quarantine was very sudden. Many people lacked necessities, food, medicine, water, much more. Town became a rat trap, and a cornered rat pounces on the cat and even overcomes it sometimes. I've thought it all through. I'll revoke the decree. Right now it won't get any worse. No one compiled with it anyway. It just led to exasperation, no sanitary measures. There's no authority here. Just anarchy and chaos. To hell with it. I'm revoking the decree this instant. Is it not too late? God, the constant breathing. I guess we'll see. I'm coming upstairs. Oh, a boy came here recently. Agitated, angry, carrying some papers. I gave him bread and dried apples. He's upstairs, by the table you sang all your papers at. Alright, I'm going. Alright, we're gonna take some stuff.
Think.
Okay, there we go. I'm all healthy again, relatively.
They say it's healthy,
Sticky.
but the taste is just... ugh.
So you made a bunch of decrees about the town, like there weren't enough already. Told me to bring them to you for approval. For review, not approval. I'll only approve them if I find them at least minimally sensible. You'll have to ask the higher-ups. I just bring you what I'm given. You decree, we carry it out. Instantly. You got full authority 2 days ago, didn't you? So use it. We'll obey. As far as I'm concerned, roosters do the crowing, and who cares if the sun doesn't rise? Yes, and I'll use that authority to lift the quarantine. It can't get worse than it already is. Up to 3 decrees can be issued per day. Issued decrees can apply to any available day, not just the current one. Interesting. Bad decree. The enacted decree is causing problems. Select and remove it using Z. Huh, interesting. So you can even send out decrees. Need to have task force. Oh, and it shows you all the rations. Damn. I see the management now. Oh, night shifts. Prohibit dying. What? Hey, you guys, you aren't allowed to die anymore. Let's say pest control. Systematically exterminate all small rodents, insect pests, and other vile scum from the town. Still 5 on rest. See if that does anything, or if I have to just remove it. Hey.
My sister Maria's trying Mother's crown on already.
Remember her
But it
request?
may be too heavy for her.
There are 500 kids at the Polyhedron right now. 522 to be precise, not counting me. The tower supports our weight just fine. Don't order the evacuation. It must not happen. Let's see, until I've conclusively cited what keeps your impossible tower standing. It's the perfect isolation ward. It's above ground, made of glass, across the river. We're not in any danger of contracting the sand pest. You're in danger of this tower collapsing, which, unlike the sand pest, would have a 100% fatality rate. Do I understand you correctly that you're no longer regarding the sand pest as a threat? It's a gross overstatement. Are you familiar with the term? Probably not. You lifted the quarantine. I think we agreed you'd stop calling me kid. I just signed the decree. You're living in some special timeline of your own, Dr. Denkovsky. For all I know, it might have taken you a fairly long time to sign the decree. In the meantime, the weather has turned fair and the quarantine is nothing but a memory. Go outside and see what you have wrought. I'll have a look. See, quarantine is lifted. I need to go out and make sure the riders are no longer a threat. I'm just losing it. Are you still hanging out? Got anything to say? Okie dokie. I just wanted to fix my mistake at the quarantine. I'm neither your friend nor your ally. Let's see. I can assume that this is a case of damn if you do, damn if you don't, as my colleague Rod would put it. You're not. You're just a smart fellow who finally understood that I'm a blessing, not a curse. That Simon of yours figured out long ago, by the way. That's why he allowed me into town. That's why he took my communion. Is that why he died? Oh, Bachelor, he hasn't died. You're just looking in the wrong direction. He's excluded time from the world and thus became immortal. He's dying, sickening, living, rotting, thriving, all at once. He found a way. Give me some time to think. I can wait. I have time of plenty. An infinite amount. Now, where's the nearest clock? My sundial's useless in this plague mist. Right, there's no more use for sundials. Any sundials, anywhere. I've defeated the sun. Remember, I'll find a mechanical clock. I figured out how to fight you. I understand it now. Not just you either. Everything. So I need to go find the clock. Like, I guess I can just go back inside, right? Oh wait. What troubles you? Your day is over. And one for Simon, I can't find him. This issue can only be unraveled slowly, by steps, but there's not enough of me to get it all done. Basically everything saying there's not enough of me. I need both here in the capital. It's not just the illness, it's the chaos. A mire indeed, so let it not your grave become. It may be best to cry surrender. At least you've held on to humanity, a feeble joy, though that may be to you. You can but do the things that can be done. No more. Accept your fate as it so stands. There still can be a victory in this. Is that a clock behind you? Is time itself your quarry now? Would you repair the past? Can such a thing be done? Signor, you know the literature on this. A flap of wings hither, a storm thither, though that one tale is yet unwritten. See, bend this straight line. Tomorrow will be yesterday. Start with myself as usual, and then we'll see. Well said, but I knew you not to be a Berkelean. I suppose my remaining option is to become one. Then lay your head and sleep, or will you stare into the clock's face as if it were a stereogram or sacred icon? Perhaps it shall become what it is not. Yes, I suppose that's the thing to do. It will respond, and there won't be too little me to go around anymore. Just recall what happened 2 days ago. See, telling the story requires time. Time is embodied in amalgam. I will consume it when trying to recall another day. New day brings new memories. Select day to explore. Let's go all the way to the first, even though it wants me to go to the third. That was it. Alright. I'm excited. A survey, you say? Let's see. I did play. I'm just gonna look at this real quick. Single worst, stupidest, ugliest, or most annoying thing about quarantine. This is the only mandatory open-ended question in the questionnaire, but we need to know what you dislike the most, if anything. Okay. I'll worry about that later. But yeah. I'm excited to see how it plays out. Oh, hold on. I got more.
I should get a dog. Yes, a dog.
Good morning to our guest, Dr. Dinkovsky from the capital. Did you sleep comfortably? Sure. I dreamt that I could fly, or rather tried to, and though I did succeed, mine was a strange flight, at no great altitude, and horizontal. Less of a flight than a swift glide above the ground, atop an unseen moving platform, but I was yearning for an upward soar. Somewhere vertical. And you, what did you dream of? I didn't. Your face is very weary. 30, aren't you? 30. I'd say you look much older than your years. I like that you have no gray hair. It's coal black. Not raven. That's a different shade from yours, and not a single gray one yet. I may be gray-haired soon as things unfold. That day's inexorably getting closer. You have a troubled day ahead of you. Will you be back tonight? I will be waiting. There's no need. Why don't you go to bed? Fly to your heart's content and maybe even attain that verticality this time. I think you'll be in great need of a listener after the kind of day you'll have today. I'm not being dramatic. I'm just saying a flurry of events awaits you, many of which will stump you. You can bet on that. Okay, I was like, can I not get around? Alright. Completed. Sweet, what'd I miss? I didn't die of apathy at least, so that's good. I didn't collect the dying person's time either. Be reminded once again that you're denied entrance to the abattoir. Use the door slayer, select more than 8 symptoms at once. Dying extreme mania. Use or examine all bachelor's tools. Yeah, okay. Well, not bad, not bad. I feel like that's enough for today. But now I'm excited to play Pathologic 3 whenever that comes out, and potentially play Pathologic 1 before that. But we'll see. We'll see about it. But alright, yeah. Thank you to everybody that came by today. I appreciate you. I hope everyone has a good rest of their day or night. And I will see you all next time.